Hello everyone, and welcome back to another DIY Squaredrop camper build. This is part 16, and we'll go over the door construction, the door mistakes, as well as prepping the outside for fiberglass, which involves filling in all of the staple holes, as well as all the screw holes. And you can see Ben sanding out everything here after he filled it all the day before this. And Ben, he put in some serious work, and I'm very, very excited that he came over to help. Because while I was working on the doors, among other things, he was here just filling every frickin' hole on this camper, removing all of the screws, putting in wood screws, and then filling each of the holes. He was a godsend. Thank you so much, Ben. So with the door, oh, and I forgot. We are also finalizing the hole in the roof for the Max Air fan. Very excited to have that hole there. It's scary, but it is what it is. I also did some filling here. You can see that I am filling in the cracks between the two pieces of plywood. I did this on the front. I did this on the sides, all the corners, as well as the upper area here. There wasn't any like gaping holes or anything like that, but there was certainly enough to where we want it to be really smooth for the fiberglassing. And here you can see me using a roundover bit on all corners and sides here, because as I said, for fiberglassing, we really want it to be nice and smooth. Here I am measuring out and cutting the framing for the doors. This is just one of the two doors. They're both a little different sizes, so I had to do measuring for both. And here I am putting them all together. So there were some errors made with these doors, and you'll see them in real time as I realize one of the mistakes that I made. So we're pocket hole screwing these together, but you know, once these are all fit together as a box, it's like a torsion box. And it'll be very strong, even with these 1x2s. So, you know, getting these framed up and then cutting the excess off using oversized amount of wood. And here you can see that I'm making the framing for the window. And this is where one of my first mistakes comes into play. I did the correct window size and everything, but I did not take into account that the windows have rounded corners, and therefore, when I routed out the center, it was not perfect, and you can totally see inside the corners. So here I am doing the framing for the latches. This was another mistake, because these latches are for RVs that have pre-built doors. It is not for the DIY style door. And you'll see here soon that, you know, I can't even get it in there. So here I'm routering out the center, and you can hear in real time as I acknowledge my screw up. So here we go. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm not exactly sure what I'm thinking here, but I'm pretty certain it's, oh, I can still use this. This will just be the inside of the door. Or maybe I can use this cutout and make little triangles and hide this. But either way, if this was the only mistake, maybe it would be salvageable. But as I said, there are multiple mistakes on this door, and so it was eventually scrapped. The other issue, well, I'll see if I have anything else to say here. I guess that was it. So, here I am putting some insulation in the door, still thinking I can salvage it. However, with that latch, the issue I came across was, once the door is built, you can't put the latch in without having a very thick door. And the total thickness of these doors is about 1 inch total. And a standard RV door is about 1.5, so you can really just slide it in there at an angle. However, with these latches, with this 1-inch door thickness, the only way you can get it in is by widening the hole so wide that there's a giant hole once you have it set in there. So this was a fail. I'm still thinking, oh, I can totally salvage this door, and I'm trying to make little, pathways for the window here on the outside. And it was honestly just a waste of time. I should have just immediately started over as soon as I realized that there was more than one mistake on this door. However, I decided to continue and try and see what I could do. Ben is here. He's actually doing all the filling of the holes in this part of the video, which was amazing. So, let's see what else I have to say. Look at that, Ben. It totally fits.
Oh, nice.
Even though this door is trash.
Look at that.
But I realized that soon enough, and I won't bore you with building the entire other door from scratch, but I will certainly do a little bit. So I sped this up to about 100 times speed so that, we're not going over everything again. But in this one, I did not build out a latch thing because I'm going to be using the twist style of latch, which I'll show in the next video once I actually get it installed. So yeah, doing installation here, I won't bore you by talking about that, but I will say, my goal was to have this all done by what's today, the 16th, so 17, 18, 19, by the 19th, so that I could go on the trip with the DIY crew. However, it was raining and misting on the day when we were supposed to fiberglass. And realistically, I would have rushed a lot of things and not finished a lot of things. So I went ahead and had to cancel that trip, which is unfortunate. But, I'd rather have a good, solid product the first time I take it out rather than it being a little janky. So, it is what it is. But here I'm building the doors and putting a chamfered edge on it. Or I guess it's a roundover for the fiberglassing. And then I have a little tour of what the doors look like at the end. This is pre-fiberglassing, but I have, a good cornered edges on the inside for the window. They fit really well. You can't see any holes. It will be completely sealed and all that jazz. So like and subscribe. The next video will be some more electrical, and it will also be me building the hatch. And then we'll have a couple videos on the hatch, and then we will eventually have fiberglassing. So stick around, and I'll catch you on the next one.